Hello and welcome to David Speaks, my YouTube channel. So, the first T20 between India and New Zealand is over, and New Zealand have their first win of the tour. Um, well, it was a win that New Zealand actually needed after being actually run over, literally ran over in the one-day series and being whitewashed and actually close games, but not able to get across the line. And the last two were pretty convincing at the end, although the last one, New Zealand batted well, but India were too good, 385 and winning 194. So, so this T20 series, New Zealand need to start off well. I mean, needed to start off well, and they did so. Um, they lost the toss, and in India, as you know, the toss is is very crucial because of the dew factor and whatnot. So that was advantage India, but then New Zealand. Finn Allen. I always said that he's not a good opener in one day cricket because he's a T20 type of player and he doesn't take time. He just wants to whack. And I think T20 is the right format for him to open. He did it well in the World Cup just recently in Australia. Then now, yesterday, he showed some big, powerful shots, great shots, and he, um, he's shown that he's got a lot of power in him. Quick fire 35 and gave New Zealand the start. Devon Conway backed up the 130 with another polished and brilliant 52. Um, then after that, Mitchell was was again brilliant, and I think it was Darren Mitchell who actually turned the game for New Zealand. 659 off of 30. So basically 12 and over in the in the 5 overs that he actually faced. So and the last over he got 27. It would have been I think 150 odd, and it actually got to 170 odd. Then that was the difference in the game. That last over was the difference in the game. 27 of the last over with two sixes, three sixes, and a boundary. Three sixes and I think and a boundary. So he he was actually the one who you know helped New Zealand to build that sizable total because the average score in Ranchi is like 150 odd, 150 to 160. They got 176, which was way above par on that pitch. And then they bowled really well. Well, 175 is chaseable, although it was an above par total in the on that pitch, but it is still chaseable. What we see in T20 cricket, 200 being chased down pretty easily these days. But what did New Zealand do well? They broke the Indian top order. They broke the back of the Indian team in the power play itself. They were 15 for 3. And from there, it was always going to be tough to recover. And what did I like about Satna's captaincy? Firstly, I had good expectations from Satna, to be honest, um, as a leader because he's a young leader. Same for Hardik Pandya. Actually, both the teams have uh, young leaders, and young leaders in T20 cricket, I think, is the way to go because the young leaders they don't have extra baggage on them, and they just have clear mind, clear thoughts, and just back themselves under pressure, and they just go by their decision. They don't second guess themselves. The young leaders, they know that not too much is expected from them. They'll gain experience as they get mature, get experienced. But T20 I think is always for young leaders. And Satna, um, what he did was he he used his bowlers in a very good way. He had three fast bowlers: Jacob Duffy, then Lockie Ferguson, and then Glenn Tickner, and then he also had three spinners himself. Uh, then Saudi, and then Michael Bracewell. He backed Michael Bracewell as well because that's the benefit of having an all rounder in your team. You know, batting. If he doesn't bat well, he can bowl a few overs, and he's a good fielder as well. So he's a three-dimensional player, but batting and bowling. And he didn't bat well yesterday. Did Michael Bracewell? He got out early, but with the ball, he did really well. He got a crucial wicket off Ishan Kishan, bowled really well, and Mitchell Satna. He also bowled really well. He, I think he was the most economical bowler. Yeah, um, 4 overs, 11 runs and 2 wickets, 18 dot balls. That was a terrific spell with a maiden over, and that too to Surya Kumar Yadav. Well, after 3 wickets, India had a partnership between Surya Kumar Yadav and Hardik Pandya and Surya Kumar Yadav. Another good innings, 47, but it wasn't enough because Kiwis kept picking up wickets at the right time. And what did I like about Santner was he bowled Jacob Duffy in the power play. He picked up a wicket, he was swinging the ball. He's a new ball bowler, I think, Jacob Duffy. I've seen him. Um, he's a new ball bowler. He can bowl in the power play. What Tom Latham was doing was in the one days, I mean, the mistake that he made in the last one day that Duffy played was that he used him at the depth. I think in the first 10 overs he should have used him because he's a new ball bowler. He relies on swing, and he wants the ball to swing so that it could give him the benefit. Death overs is nothing, is not the thing for him. Is not his style of bowling. He, new ball suits him, and I think that's where Setna did really well. Bowled him up front, quick burst of 2 overs, wicket was taken, and that's it. And well, the difference was he brought him in the 17th over. I think he went for 13 to 14 runs, and you see, now that's the problem. Someone who's not a death bowler. Although New Zealand almost won that game, but by then when Duffy came in the 17th over, but what happened? I mean, what happens is that if he's not a death bowler, you see, he was giving runs away in that 17th over, which was his third. So I think that's what New Zealand need to do. They need to use him as a new ball bowler, and even even in this series, the remainder of the series, and make sure that he bowls if he bowls most of the quota in with the new ball in the power play. I have no hesitation in giving him 3 overs in the power play. Why not? Someone is a new ball bowler. That's his strength. He might give you 2 to 3 wickets. Give him three on the bounce in the power play. And I think Satna has actually proved many people wrong here. Um, Not me, because I could expect a young leader, but a lot of people were saying, a lot of journalists I heard were saying that like Satna was a 50-50 call. I think T20 cricket suits young leaders, and I think he deserves some captaincy in T20 cricket. He's led them before. He has a clear mind. He knows what he's doing. He backs his players. He has his gut feel about the team, and he backs the decisions. So, I think he should continue um, to prosper, and he is continuing to prosper. Satna. Now, this is the first time I've seen him leading because I've heard a lot of times, but I've never watched him as a captain, and the way he led yesterday, he had a terrific script for his bowlers. And India, well, they need to play the spin well. It's I've never seen an Indian team actually uh, struggling against the spin, but they were today, and I mean yesterday, and they didn't get enough partnerships going, so that actually costed them. They won 55 for 9. New Zealand winning by 21 and leading the series 1-0. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I can share with your friends. Thank you. Thanks.